Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday night. It's good to see you. It's good to be seen by you. By which I mean, I am glad that you are viewing me, not that we are in a swamp in Louisiana. Or maybe that's where you're viewing from. It's okay. I don't judge. Anyway, I am the one, and as far as modern science is concerned, only Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you live from a previously undisclosed location, and I'm happy everybody's here. So some brief, quick guac news. But before I get to that, of course, I want to remind you that this live stream is brought to you by our friends at Hellebarde Games. Hellebarde makes the kind of adventures they'd like to play, whether it's for 5th edition, for Castles and Crusades, or for old school. Old school is in play at the table with Hellebarde Games, and you can find them on DriveThruRPG or on their website, or linked in the description down below, hellebardegames.com. And we sure do love Hellebarde Games round these parts. So yeah, I have just a little tiny bit of guac news, and it is that there is no guac news, because every time in the last 5 days I have said, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do this, I'm going to upload stuff into the thing, something goes sideways and I don't get around doing it. So I will just drive on through the night. I will stay up tonight when no thing can possibly go wrong. And I will put up the links to my events at the guac. What is it, you may ask, this guac of which you speak? Why, that is the great underground online gaming convention. It is a virtual tabletop convention. Enjoy from the comfort of your own home, sitting behind your own desk. Do it on the beach at Cozumel with a laptop. I don't care. It is 100% free. Go over to Warhorn. Let me share the link with you guys. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Warhorn, and you're going to want to find me over there. There it is. Okay. You're going to want to go over there and check it out. We have a game grid. And guys, this isn't just like you blow in Friday afternoon and you scoot out like at 5 o'clock Sunday morning and you don't feel like you got to do anything. We're going from Wednesday to Sunday. That's right. Wednesday to Sunday with classic tabletop RPGs. And I hope you will sign up to run a game. I hope you will sign up to play in games. I hope you'll sign up to have a good time. And yes, we have merch. The merch link will go on the website tonight. Dungeon Minister has put together some merch on his spring site. We have a beautiful logo for Guac 3. This one was done by the one and only Sky Hernstrom. And I would throw some FOMO at you guys, okay? Which is not a any kind of spray like mousse for your hair or Fix-A-Flat. I would throw some fear of missing out at you guys, like, oh, you got to get your merch. We have merch going back to Guac 1. You want people to think you went to the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention 1? Go buy a t-shirt. I don't mind. It's your money. Get a Guac 1 t-shirt. Get a Guac 2 pint glass. Get a Guac 3 throw pillow. We're happy to oblige. So check that out. Again, this is all online. This is all on Discord. No, you don't need to have a camera. So I hope you guys will all sign up to do stuff. D and Disability is running Morkborg. Doomsword is running AD&D. I'm running a how-to AD&D. The Wheeling Dragon is running Labyrinth. We've got basic D&D. We've got, I'm going to be doing board game demos. Are there 1 or 2 people out there that would like to play some Dungeon, some Hero Quest, some Space Hulk, some Blood Royale. I'm just kidding about Blood Royale, guys. We would start now and finish sometime at the end of the summer. But those, is that your jam? Or you want to try it out? I'm going to be running them. You need to be playing them. So hit the guac, sign up, have a convention. And when your significant other, wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, your polyamorous throuple, we don't judge. We don't. When they come in and they see you and you got your feet up, your laptop on, or you've dominated the home theater PC and you're doing it that way, or you're sequestered off in your computer closet and you're over there, or maybe you're on your phone riding the bus and they ask what you're doing, say, I'm at a gaming convention. Thank you very much. So sign up. Sign up. I want you guys to play. So I'm looking forward to it. When a game says, there was a question about it. When a game says 3 of 8 players, does that mean 3 slots? It means 5 slots free. That means 5 slots are free. So there you go. Yang Yanzhao says, we'll only judge you for not buying all your significant other's merch. That's right. Yang is absolutely right. I had a crazy discussion with Yang this weekend. I can't like tell you guys about this. This is like top secret right now. But at some point down the road in the next 24 months, you guys are going to hear the most insane stuff come out of my mouth about this conversation I had with Yang. That's going to be great for the hobby. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. But that's enough about that for now. There's one other thing I want to mention before the preamble, before the AD&D game, because I know my players are back there. I've got 7 messages in private chat. What are you guys talking about? All right. So anyway, the Roost is going to run, Roost is going to run Gamma World at Guac. Right there. We just got another game master. Cha-ching. Dean Disability. Thane is like, hurry up. All right. So, guys, we are like 2 subscriptions, 3 subscriptions away from 5,600. Thank you all so very, very much. Thank you all so very, very much. So if you're new here, if you're one of the 120 people that have subbed to the channel in the last week, you're like, what in the hell is he talking about? What is going on tonight? First of all, we're going to be playing some first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons here in just a few minutes. Yes, for your entertainment and your education. See, this isn't just sit back, fold your arms and watch some scripted nonsense. This is D&D that you can learn from, because if we're doing stuff and you don't know what it is, I want you to ask a question in the chat, and I will do everything I can to catch those questions and answer those questions. So that is how we do. That's what we do on Tuesday nights. Now this week I've got some latitude. I've got room to rattle around between Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm going to have just goofy fun. I got a Project X for tomorrow night. It's a deep dive, but not the way you guys might think. Thursday night, I think we're going to take a look at L2, Secret of Bone Hill. No, the Assassin's Knot. Sorry, we already did Secret of Bone Hill. We're going to be looking at the Assassin's Knot. The Assassin's Knot what? The Assassin's Knot in L1. You see what I did there? That's right. Folks, so that's Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we're going to play some first edition Gamma World, and I'm excited about that. Christopher Sims, good to see you. But that's what we do 5 nights a week, folks. I have got the best 5-night-a-week classic tabletop RPG live stream on YouTube. I challenge you to find one better. Link to it. I'll fight you over it. Find me another YouTuber who does this 5 nights a week, who brings you guys top-notch tabletop quality 5 nights a week on YouTube live for a minimum of an hour, usually longer. And I'll take you down point by point because I got brains, guys. I got all the smarts up here. If I was a mobster, they call me the computer, you know? It's like, yeah, that's Bill Silvio, the computer. Anyway, so with that said, let's get rolling. Let's literally get rolling and welcome in our players. Don't worry, Vaughn, the link to the Discord is over on the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention. Let us get go. Where is my mouse? There it is. Okay. Let's get going and say good evening to Doomsword Deathmaster as Vroog Dorn, the half-orc, now possibly quarter-orc.
Hey, what's up?
A new addition, Tarth Nose Rage, played by the one and only Tim Imholt. Tim,
how's everybody doing?
I'm doing just fine. You okay over there, Tim?
I'm doing fine.
All right. A fellow, for if we didn't have certain standard, we wouldn't have any standards at all. Everybody, welcome, please, Thane Kyle as Sir Standard.
Hello, hello.
We have our resident spell slinger, Marius Easel, played by Kevin. Yes, that's right. Marius, step to the front, please.
Yes. Step aside.
Marius, I didn't know he was dating us.
I can cast Fireball.
A man who needs no introduction. And, of course, a fellow... Oh, I'm sorry. That's Marcus.
I need no introduction.
A fellow without whom this party wouldn't have a prayer, and depending on his spell selection this week, they still might not. Everybody say hello to Mobius as Duran, and then keep doing it because he's a Mobius strip. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I hope you brought healing, Mobius.
All right.
When you get that feeling, he's got
clerical healing. Let me just cut that off right there.
I did it for you.
Thank you. And thank you for the super vinger. Most importantly, this is not pre-scripted. That's right. We do not have table reads. We do not have prior discussions. We do not talk about what each character is going to do in their story arc. Folks, 10 minutes from now, you could be watching 6 geeks roll up new characters.
I mean, it's true. Well, one of them is going to be foaming at the mouth, but it'll probably be me.
All righty, everyone. So we have the dice tray now, gentlemen. The dice tray should be working. So just let me know in private if it's not happening for you. Let me do a quick screen test here. There we go. All right, is it working? 9. All right, so
mine just white screen.
Okay, so do a hard refresh on your browsers if it's not working out there. This is our on-screen die roller, guys. You out there in the audience don't have to worry about it. I see a 6. That just hit me in the head. Be careful with that. Okay.
So close.
Yang Yanzhao asks, how big of a super chat to have an ancient red dragon show up? Your credit report couldn't afford what that would cost you. But you can ask. You can certainly ask. All right. So last week, the party had been divided because we did have some players who couldn't make it. And so pressing ahead were Sir Standard, Tarth Nose Rage, and Vroog. You had explored tunnels. You had encountered giant ants and done them with a sleep spell. Retreating back along the narrow dirt corridors and counting no more of the horrible upright weevil men, you found a worked section of stone in a cul-de-sac with a ladder leading up. Climbing up the ladder, taking the lead, Vroog Dorn discovered a hatch above him and a shelf to the left with 3 large burlap sacks, sounding a chink of metal when he rapped on them with the end of his sword. But deciding to continue to explore, Vrug forced the door above him. This triggered a horrible trap as an iron blade swung down and gashed the brave half-orc fighter and left him hanging by his fingernails on the rungs of the ladder, his life's blood cascading down upon his friends. And so we begin this week with voices of surprise, hatred, and anger in the chamber above you. And as Vrug, you are at the top. What is your action?
Right. So I smashed it open. The trap came down and it's still open.
You forced the door open, and the trap swung down. It struck you, and then almost immediately, by its own weight, by some mechanism you don't understand, rotated out of your way. So yes, it is out of your way, and you as a group have total surprise. So what do you wish to do, Vrug?
All right, so total surprise. All right, I'm gonna climb up through that hole and work on retrieving my potion of superheroism.
Okay, so you're going up into the room. That will literally just take a couple of pulls to drag yourself onto the floor. Looking around the chamber, let me describe the room you're in. Well, I will pull the module up while, so let's see. Tim, what is Tarth Nose Rage doing? I believe Tarth was right behind Vrug, yes?
I was. I'm going to go in right behind him.
Okay, so Tarth Nose Rage breaches second, and then, of course, Sir Standard, what do you wish to do?
I mean, I see no reason why I shouldn't go third. Part of me wants to go back and get my friends, but that's because I know they're actually here now. So, how far are we from them, DM?
Okay, so considering you're walking, none of you really brought a map, but I will be munificent.
Well, I mean, generally speaking, are they within, say, shouting distance? My character would have some idea of that.
There is a large loop of tunnel around, so probably not. But you're also, you think, not more than perhaps a minute there and then a minute back.
Okay. Because particularly since the cleric is there, but I don't want to leave my two fighters by themselves. So, you know what? They can catch up if they so choose. I'll ascend the ladder as well. I don't know how badly Vrug is hurt, but obviously badly.
As I said, a good amount of his blood rained down on you. You hear the faint strains of Slayer as it happened. But meanwhile, back, so to describe for Marius and Grimsby and Duran, you have, of course, with you John the fighter, but there are also two slaves that you had freed, and you are all standing on the far side of this great, foul, sour-smelling pit of muck. Now, last week I had... Oh, thank you, Vaughn. Thank you for the super. Last week I had so invoked, because, Mark, you did give me permission to use Grimsby for various adventuring needs as the problem, as a situation or problem so deemed. So your rope of climbing was instrumental in the party being able to swing across. Some, let's see, 10 minutes have passed since your fellows departed, and you've heard nothing. They have not come back. So, Kevin, what does Marius Easel wish to do?
Well, I'm going to follow John or the others. I'm not going to go out on my own.
Okay. John is tending to the slaves there, guarding them well. Mark, what of Grimsby?
Our friends haven't come back. Should we go back and get some sandwiches? Maybe they're dead. I guess we'll go find them. They went this way, right?
Yes, they did move across the pit. And so Mobius, what of Duran?
Duran's looking at Vrug, and he's like, "Let me help you, buddy."
Duran is not there. Duran is with the party on the far side of the muck pit.
Well, I'm heading out onto that bridge, I guess.
Okay.
Let's use the rope to cross the muck.
Well, isn't it already up? I thought they already did that. No.
You have not. No.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll use the rope climbing. Pull it out
Okay.
of my satchel and like send it snaking out.
All right. We're gonna come back for the remainder of the party's crossing. John says it pains me, friends, but these wastrels we cannot bring them with us into the teeth of danger any further, and yet we cannot leave them alone. I will stand here and guard them. So let's see. We'll come back to you guys crossing in just a minute. Vroog, you spend, pulling yourself up and in is just a moment. So you're going to spend your surprise round or your surprise segments digging your potion out. Tarth, you are on your feet in the room. Let me describe what everyone sees, because coming up right behind you is, of course, Sir Standard. So in this chamber, half a moment. I must spell it. Okay. The scent of incense is faintly noticeable. You are all lying standing on a dais. It's a semicircular 3-step raised platform projecting out from the wall behind you. There is a gigantic statue standing over you. It's of a one-eyed orc-like humanoid standing with legs spread, holding a sword in both hands above his head. In front of the statue, standing on the main floor, are 3 half-orcs dressed in plate mail and carrying halberds. Behind them stands a woman wearing plate mail and carrying a mace. To the right of the double doors is a poor box mounted on the wall. To the left and in the corner is a font with 10 slaves chained hand and foot beside it. So they are completely surprised by the springing of the trap and by people pouring up out. You are getting your potion out. So at the end of your surprise segments, you have all entered the chamber. Vroog, you have your potion in your hand. And now we must do declarations. So let's get declarations, and then we'll go back to the other group and make sure that they can get across okay. So what is Vroog doing? You're drinking your potion of superheroism, correct?
Yeah, there's no choice on that matter.
All right. Tim, what of Tarth Nose Rage?
I think we have to fight this out.
Okay. And Thane, Kyle, Sir Standard, what are his actions?
How, and you've heard this question before, so I'm going to ask you to be specific. How large is this room?
Okay, I will give you measurements because, you had to climb up. You had to look up. So the statue is huge, by the way. This is not like a person-sized statue. So the ceiling is very, very tall. But let me give you some exact dimensions because you did ask, or near exact anyway. We won't go down to the millimeter or anything. We're not.
Are there 33 10 by 10 squares that don't involve me, my friends, or my slaves?
Okay, so you figure the room to be about 50 feet wide and 30 feet from where you are beneath the statue's feet to a set of double doors. So, however, as I said, this is a very tall room. This room is at least 30 feet tall. So if you're asking about fireball casting to not catch the slaves, which I said, did I say they were on the left or the right, or which corner?
The left wall, I think, because the poor box was on the right.
Okay, yes. So,
I mean, if I have to fry the slaves, I'll fry the slaves, but I'm not frying my friends.
No, I understand. So the space you have, so you're calculating fireball space. The space you got here, maybe. Let me look at the map real quick. I need to do some mental math here.
Yeah, I feel like I'd have to aim it like up at the ceiling, basically, and have it come down. That's kind of what it sounds like. I'd have to aim it like the far back corner of the room and have it come down, but it probably would work. If I'm understanding our placement in the room correctly.
Okay. To catch them and not you, you're pretty sure you can do it. You're pretty sure you've got that much, you've got enough space.
Well,
And that's not a DM gambit. I'm not trying to bait you into casting it. I'm saying you're like, okay, you think you can get it off.
That's fair. That's fair. I will take it, and if the fighters do something stupid like charge in, then that's their fault. I will pull my wand of fireball, and this is the time to use it.
Okay. We're going to come back to you guys for initiative in just a minute. Kevin, I need Marius to give me a D20 roll, please.
Okay.
You are leaning across the pit o' muck. Tonight's game is brought to you
18!
by 18. No problem. The rope of climbing under Grimsby's orders just secures around your arm and lets go at the perfect time, and you land. Hi, Kiba. Okay. Mark, give me a likewise roll for Grimsby, and we'll be modifying this for Dex because you've got an insane Dex. So 7. The rope. Okay. So yes, it's not nearly as cool as Marius. In fact, you're a little embarrassed because you kind of slip a little cartoony. And finally, Mobius, roll for Duran. We'll take the 11, and again, adding in the magic of the rope and everything like that. You likewise have neither a glorious nor particularly embarrassing landing on the other side. So you have all gone to the other side, and John calls out quietly yet loudly in John's way, "Good luck, my friends." Are you taking the rope of climbing with you? Are you leaving it hanging from the beam along the ceiling? What are you doing?
Yeah, we'll take it with us. I'll call it back.
Alrighty. Okay, so you all move across. You are in an underground tunnel that is one person wide. Who is going first? And it goes about 30 feet straight ahead and then turns off to the north.
Grimsby will scout ahead and
I'll come
report
behind him.
back. Yep.
Okay. So you go. You've got a tunnel to your left. It's about the same width, and it looks like it curves around to the northeast.
Is this like a juncture, or is it just that it curves around to the northeast?
Basically, the tunnel goes 30 feet, and on the left is another tunnel, and that's the one that curves around to the northeast.
I listen to see if I hear any noises.
Roll percentile dice.
Yes.
You hear nothing.
Nope. Okay. Hey, guys, which way should we go? Should we go this way?
Well, that's the only way you can go. So
I keep misunderstanding. Then let's go that way.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. You come to a T intersection.
Okay.
This is just moments later. You come to a T intersection. You can go left to the north or right to the south.
I'll listen again.
Roll percentile dice.
That's just a 10. Hold on.
That is sufficient.
Okay.
Whatever you roll next, you'll hear noise. You hear the sounds of battle from the south.
Then we'll go south.
All right. The Roost, we are using DD Dice. It is it a .com or a .org? Does anybody remember?
.com.
.com. Okay, dddice.com. It is an on-screen overlay that you can use for streaming or for just casual play online. Okay. You guys are moving south. Roll initiative, Doomsword. This is
Yep, I was already staged. Knew this was coming. Come on, man.
A 3. Even up. Here we go. A 2. The party goes first. As you guys are readying your weapons, wand goes. Let's see. That is a couple of segments. You call it out. Do you let your allies know that what you're about to do?
I'm going to what I'll call out probably something Vroog would understand.
Okay.
Which is remember the skeletons in the temple.
Okay, Vroog, Sir Standard calls that out.
That's your warning.
No, I remember it. I'm drinking a potion anyway, so.
All right.
I'm gonna hold back just to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
It's like remember that time in Guam.
The other time we were in Post City, that. Or perhaps we can go with Loki from Thor 3. I'm not doing Get Help. So I have some saving throws to make. You definitely disrupted a spell being cast by one of them. So let's roll some saving throws. I have 1 success and I have another possible success. Let me see how many heats these guys have got. How many heats do you have? As this is up here in the temple. Bold move, brother. Letting off a fireball in this room, but it is a tall ceiling, as I said. So,
And as I said before, if I roast the slaves, so be it. But I don't want to, but so be it.
No, I completely understand.
I want the smell of barbecue to work.
I don't. I have, by the way, DM. Important question. The wand in my notes says it has 2 to 6 charges remaining. Is there any way I can know which? I have had it identified. I'd just like to know.
Well, you have at least 1 charge left. The specificities would require the work of a sage.
Okay, no, I have 2 to 6 charges after this one, so that's why. So I can do this. Yeah. Okay,
So-
good.
Sounds like you should point it at your forehead
Yeah,
and,
find out.
say the command.
Just
We'll
don't
find
stick it up your nose.
Don't stick it up your nose. Okay. Although with that proximity, it might not matter. Roll 6 dice for me, please, if you would, Sir Standard.
Yep, 6 6-siders.
Come on, big money.
We'll find out. That's not bad.
Nice.
26.
That's real good.
26. Okay. 2 of the half orcs in front of you char and die.
It was also the only spell I had left. Like the only spell casting option I had left.
Okay. Do you guys heal back? The slaves are screaming. They're covering their faces. You know, they're getting a little singed. The water is steaming a little bit. As soon as the flash goes away, the poor box explodes. Immediately bounding up out of those flinders of wood, you see a troll looking back and forth.
Ooh.
And then he looks at you and cackles and points. So the wand has gone off. Tim, are you going to close to melee with the remaining 2 folk in front of you?
I think I'm gonna stand back for a moment and see if the fireball decides to go off again.
Okay, fair enough.
The answer's no.
The troll had appeared. Her spell is ruined. This one, the remaining one, is like half orc. He looks over at his shoulder. She screams in orcish at him. Murder the apostates. bring me their eyes for mighty Grumsh. Grimsby, Marius, Duran, as you guys are approaching the ladder, you hear this hiss, thump, and there is a column of warm air driven straight down.
I've drank my potion, right?
You have drunk your potion, so you have a potion of super heroism that you have consumed.
Yes, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. That's okay. We need to get to it. We need to get to it.
It's either Dragon Head or Sir Standard's up to his old games.
I think we found Sir Standard.
Probably
You guys go up. I'll follow.
from a safe distance.
Yes. I'll be back at the tavern.
Where'd he go?
Okay, so
Let's use this smoke.
you are what level is Rug again?
I'm level 4.
You're level 4. Roll 3d10 and add 2 to it. So you now have
18.
18 ablative hit points. You are not healed, but those hit points will take damage first. You will now fight. You are 4th. You will fight as an 8th level fighter. 5 to 30 melee rounds. I will determine that right now. Let's see. So for the next 10 melee rounds, the next 1 turn, not a great roll, but for a turn, you will fight as an 8th level fighter. That means every other round after the first melee round, you will get 2 attacks. Because you will be as an 8th level fighter, thanks to your potion. So you have 18 extra hit points. You're fighting as an 8th level fighter. You're just like, is it kind of hot in here? Feel kind of good. Invincible. All right. So you've consumed your potion. You hear the clatter of feet on the rungs behind you as you guys are in the room. So we are now in a new round. The troll will lunge forward. And let's talk tactics. The old woman who is screaming and waving her mace is doing so a second time to attempt to do something spell-like. So what is Vrug doing? There's a half-orc in front of you, there's a troll rushing forward, and then there's the woman kind of behind them.
What's the distance to the targets again?
Not far.
Is it
it's like 20.
Not far?
Yeah, it's like 20.
Right, so not charging range.
Correct. Well, I mean, any distance over 10 feet is charging range.
Okay. I'll handle the troll. And I charge the troll.
I'll handle the woman then.
I'll take the half work.
Okay. Tim, is Tarth charging with a capital C or is he going to wait?
Absolutely.
Okay. Answer Standard. How about yourself?
If I charge, can I make it to the woman?
Given that there is open floor between you and her, probably.
Then I will transfix her head with my spear.
Okay, charges execute before initiative in first edition AD&D. So roll to hit. You are all fighting at +2. Let's start with Vrug. This is a 1 attack melee round, as charges oft are.
All right, here we go.
And you are
I just needed to make sure I got that all accounted for. It's a 23. It hits -10.
Good Lord. Yeah, you let into that troll and you just carve him. This is versus large. This is going to be a D12 plus your various damage.
Yes, sir. Come on, big money. I need this. 16.
16. Yeah, you carve him good. And as you rush in, and he is leaning forward to attempt to claw and bite you. Tarth, similarly, roll your attack. You are attacking at +2, thanks to charge. Oh yeah, do you absolutely let into him? He is a man-sized target, so he is going to be a D8 with your longsword plus any associated boni.
I get a 1 to 3, so
All right, so you get a 7, and you said you get a what?
I just went a 1.
Okay. All right, so that is 8 that damages him. And finally, we of course come to Sir Standard.
All right.
14, 15, 16,
19 total,
19 total.
which is an AC of let's see here. That's an AC of -1 on the lady.
That will hit her. That will hit her.
All right, and I don't presume she's large.
No, she is 5'4", maybe.
So that's D8 plus 3, only 5 points.
Okay, but you do disrupt her second spell casting.
That's what matters.
That's Keep the caster down.
All right. She screams. She is swinging her mace back at you. So we're going to start, though, with Vrug. Meanwhile, Marius, you have made it into the room. Grimsby will be in the next round. Duran will be in the final round. What are you doing?
Can I see?
There's charred bodies. There's people fighting a troll and a couple of half orcs. There's people cowering in the corner.
Okay, so I'm up the ladder already.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the troll from my ring.
Okay, so you will be fairy firing the troll.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Okay, Mark, you'll be up in the next round, and Duran, you will be up in the round after that. So let's do counterattacks. This is on Vru. We are going to go now. You do not get shield defense because of your charge.
Right.
So claw is what is your total armor class, sir?
2.
2. Okay. I hate the mid cases. I absolutely hate them. So that was a 10. All right. Come on.
AC 6 maybe.
Combat. Okay. So all right. 6, 10. Oh, that came dangerously close. You just pull your face back before those iron hard black nails dig in to your leathery but soft flesh. However, on the backhand, he misses completely. Frustrated, he tries to clamp his jaws down on you. That is successful. You will take a rather nasty bite from him. And let's see. I have my notes for trolls open. That bite is 2d6. So let's see. That is 10 points of damage.
Darn.
Bites you. You got to feel that heroic energy sort of fading away. And the troll thinks, so I bit him. Now I get it. And he is lunging to attack you again. Tarth, the half-orc that you have injured quite badly. He does not hit you. And she was casting a spell, so you completely disrupted her. You messed up her funk. So Marius, you will be fairy firing this round. And it, let's see. Fairy fire. Sorry if I've missed any questions. I just realized that I had put my Dungeon Master's Guide right on top of you guys. Michael Dale asks, are casting times and segments ever different when loose? Yes, and it is specific to which item. It is almost by description which item. Okay, so good question there. Good. I'm going to put that up on the screen real quick. So our casting times and segments ever different when loose from a wand, staff, rod, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yes, and it will say in the description. All right. Now let's see. Just got to look this up real quick. No saving throw. Wom. Okay, everyone sees there's these golden sparks now surrounding the troll. Yancy whispers in her ear very sweetly there, Marius. Get him, Papa. Okay. So in the new round, Grimsby, you are climbing up on the floor. What is Vroog doing?
I'm attacking that troll. And for the record, fairy fire is what, +1 to hit?
Fairy
Plus
fire
2.
is a +2 to hit, sir.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay, Tarth, you continuing to battle this half orc?
Absolutely.
Okay, Sir Standard, you continuing to fight the half orc cleric?
I'm going to shove my ring in her face and use its magic missile.
All right, Marius, new round. What are you doing?
I'll just. I can't. Charm person's not gonna help. Sleep's not gonna help. I'm gonna throw darts at. Nope. Everybody's in melee, right?
Correct.
Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna get ready.
That troll is bigger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably got a 60% chance of hitting the troll and not Brood.
Okay, I'll throw darts at the troll then. I get a +2, right? So, yeah.
Yes, that is correct. So 3 darts at the troll. Duran, you are climbing up in this round and surveying the scene. It is one of utter chaos. This is indeed where your friends are. So you will be able to act in the next round. Vegar was asking, did you not use those magic missiles on a ghast earlier? I think that was a casting of magic missile.
Those, you are right, I did, but you can recast magic missile into the ring, which we've since done.
That's right. That's right.
I've used magic missile from this ring twice. Once against orc guards, the town guards, and once against ghasts, and then since has been refilled both times.
Okay, I'm going to need an initiative roll from Tarthno's Rage. Tim, give us a d6 roll, sir, for the party. I got a
Come on, Tim.
Easy to beat. It is a tie. Trolls' attacks will go first. So we'll do claw. That is 1 claw, and that is going to be 7 points of damage from the claw. I think you are now completely out of bonus hit points +1, correct?
That's correct. 7 hit points. Actually, I had 11 hit points total. So yes, less 1 because I started with 3. Yeah, so I've got 4 hit points now. Correct.
Yes, correct. Okay.
Someone heal that man.
All of Vroog's blood is falling out, just FYI, in case you were curious about that. Okay, so
for purposes of next roll, I have my shield back now, so normally I see a -1.
That is correct. All right. And that 9 will not get it. You bring that shield up and that mouth just clang, you kind of stagger back a little bit. Tim, you and the half-orc will actually hit each other simultaneously, so go ahead and roll your attack.
What am I rolling? 10?
No, a d20.
A d20.
Yes. Oh, yeah, no, that's no good.
That's not good.
That's no bueno. However, he is not much more bueno. Magic missile from the ring. Doo-dah. Roll those magic missiles in her face.
Yep, 3d4.
All right.
Come on.
Plus math, so 7
Brilliant.
plus 3 is 10. Please tell me she's dead.
is 10, and you had baked her before for 16.
And stabbed her for 5, so she's taken 31 points.
21, 31.
Please tell me she's dead.
She would scream, but it's hard to do that when she looks like Gus Fring in that one episode of Breaking Bad.
Thank God.
So she falls to the floor.
I had to guarantee her death.
Okay. Take care, Jorge. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Let's see. And so she's down. Troll is attacked. Half orc. 13. What is your armor class there, Tim?
4.
4. Let's see. That might get you. That might get you. Let's see. 13. Yes, he does. He winds up and he clips you, and you take 6 points of damage from his sword. And 11. What is your armor class with all dex bonuses there, Marius?
Let's see. 1.
1. Okay, let's see. And I'm gonna roll real quick.
Ouch.
No. The 11 was the first one. Yancey cries, "Papa, look out!" And you kind of start just as you're throwing your darts, and you see a fellow in a black cloak lunge at you from behind you, and he misses completely, and he whirls to face you. "Come on, infidel, let's tango."
Ooh.
He kind of tosses a dagger back and forth in his hands. Looks very, very intimidating. I'll leave it to you how intimidated you feel. Go ahead and throw your darts at the troll.
Okay, so it's 3 darts?
It is 3 darts.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay.
Or up to 3, technically, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to throw 3. You can.
All right.
That will hit.
Yep. So it's 1 to
That's fine.
3.
All right. And that does not hit Droog.
All right, so it's 1 to 3. I'm just gonna roll a d6, right? Wait,
Oh,
this is large, right? So it's 1d2.
Darts versus large, I don't know that it changes.
It's 1v. It's 1d2.
All right,
Yeah.
so thunk.
Yep. I guess I'll just half it. So it's 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Second roll.
Hey, Deadly Dungeon
That's
Master.
missed. Come on, roll. There you go.
14,
it's-
but you get a bonus for your dex.
Yeah, 16 plus my dex is plus 3, so it's 19.
19, that is a hit. That is a solid hit. So roll.
All right. Now you just got to determine who I hit. It's 2 points of damage if it's against the troll.
Yes. So we need big numbers here. Big numbers. 88. That is the troll.
Perfect.
So yeah, Droog, a couple of plumbata go sailing past you into the troll. And now you have this fellow in the robes. So, Mark, what is Grimsby doing?
Grimsby
I
wants
have not yet attacked.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I forgot. 2-handed.
Yeah, and you're right. And this is my 2-attack round.
Attack round. That's right, buddy.
Kill it.
Do something terrible to him.
This would be AC -12 with a 25.
Nice.
I'll go ahead and roll the next one as well. Oh, and that's a natural 20. So,
Nice.
2 solid hits. So that's going to be versus large.
Brilliant.
6 plus 12 or something obscene like that.
all right, so we got a 12.
It's a long sword. I keep thinking it's a 2-handed sword. So 12 and
And a 15, so another 27 on top of 16. So 43 total.
Yeah, you carve it open and just this greasy, blackish gray mass just slides out of it and it collapses on the floor. Even as it does, you see those things working like worms and snakes back towards the pit of its abdomen
Burn it.
and its long, bony fingers twitching somewhat. Okay, over to Jason Short. If it were possible for me to reverse give super chats, I would for that, buddy. You love hearing someone say their AC is 4, all is right with it. Because come on, guys. Players, audience, whatever. What's more badass sounding? Armor class -8 or AC 22. We all know what it is.
AC 22.
Oh, get out of here.
Big number's good.
You have been banned. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of starting to slowly knit back together. Its bony fingers twitching somewhat. It won't be back up soon, you think, but unless something's done about it. Meanwhile, back over Duran, you are up out now. Looking around. Oh, well, you already were up out. Grimsby, fellow in a black cloak, looking back and forth at you lot.
Can I arrange myself behind him, and I will take some stabs.
He's looking right at you, so no.
Then I'll just stab him in the face.
Stab him in the face, please.
Okay. The 13 would be 13 would be a 14. 14 would hit.
Is a
Face.
14 good for a face stabbing against this guy? Yeah. I'm sorry, you were going to call off the AC?
No, but I'll let you do it because my math is bad.
No, that's fine. So let's see. You are thief 3.
3-4, but doesn't matter.
4. Same column, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same column. And that was a total of what now?
A total of 14.
That will hit him. Stab him in the
Yay.
face. Please, Mark. 45 watching, please, everybody. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs
4
up.
points of damage.
He hated that.
I'm sure he did.
Comes up in brackets on your heads-up display. NPC hated that. Okay. That finishes it. The troll is not getting up yet, but again, you are actively watching its ichors and everything slurp together. You guys hear the sound of some kind of upset going on behind you. What's everybody doing? We'll start with Vrug. Congratulations on not being eaten by a troll. You're muted.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I had to. Right, so thanks for the congratulations. So me as the player knows that 3 rounds have transpired, maybe 4. I mean, I feel like Vrug still feels the vitality, so he's gonna yell, "Heal me! There's more where they came from," and hope that somebody does so that I can charge up into whatever fray while I still have levels.
Excellent. Okay, Tim, how about Tarth?
Gonna keep fighting the half orc.
Going to keep fighting the half orc. Sir Standard, how about you?
Any enemies beside the half orc?
In front of you, no, but you do hear an affray behind you.
Okay, well, okay, yeah, and the half orc is the one behind me, right?
No, the half orc is in front of you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna douse that troll in oil. I can't light it this turn, but maybe somebody else can.
Okay, all right. Marius, cloaked guy, standing amongst you all. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he's tired and cast sleep.
Sleep! All right. Mark, how about Grimsby?
Face stabbing continues.
All right, Grimsby is right up in his face, so you're about to find out if Grimsby's tired too.
Yeah.
Mobius, how about Duran?
Yeah, I'm gonna rush over to Grug and try to cure lights. Cast
Okay.
Cure Wounds on him.
Wow, 50 in the watch. Thank you very much, guys. Again, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications. Please do that. I greatly appreciate it. It helps. and share this video out. If you're watching this later, so, send it to people and say, this is how AD&D is played. All righty then, let's roll initiative. And Thane, roll initiative for the party, won't you?
Will
Please do better than I did.
Well, nope.
All right, this guy takes a look around. He sees the orc go down, and he throws down his sword. I surrender. The sneaky guy who tried to stab you in the back is he's gonna leap towards. He's gonna like try and bum rush past you guys straight for that hatch that you just came out of. So that's all happening. He's getting to the hatch. You're dousing the troll with the oil. Tarth, this guy's thrown down his sword. He's just thrown it down. I surrender. There's no profit to be made here. Jason, we are using casting times and speed factors when necessary. Thank you for asking. So what's what are your plans?
Well, if he's thrown down his sword, I'm going to tell him to keep his hands where we can see him, and hand my tinderbox over so we can set the orc on fire.
The troll?
Yeah, a troll. Sorry.
I was going to say, you do you. Thank you for surrendering. Okay. Mobius, roll for Duran's healing of Vrug.
Okay.
All right, Vrug, some of those wounds begin to close, and so Tarth Nose Rage is handing his flint and tinder to you, while Sir Standard is pouring oil on the body of the troll, which is again starting to recombobulate itself. Grimsby, this guy is fleeing. If you want to attack him,
Yeah.
Same with Marius. Oh, Marius is casting sleep.
Yes.
So
Take care of the sleep first.
that's a 1-segment spell. What level is Grimsby again? He's 4th level.
He's a 4th level.
He's a 4th level. So that's a 4-hit die. Roll a D4 if you would, please, Kevin.
All right. 2.
Okay, so you feel very tired and kind of stagger a little bit, but you don't fall asleep, Grimsby.
Good.
You're just gonna watch the sparkling glow of a sleep spell envelop you, and this guy is already kind of dashed past. But you're like, oh, right. Your speed is high enough. Let me see his speed. He can make it there. Are you going to pursue him? Let me ask you that.
Yeah. My speed
right,
is 12.
So 3 segments. His speed. So that's 12 feet. So he was 1, 2, and that's probably no, because he's got. All right, looking down, you can see he is just ahead of you, climbing down. He's maybe getting to the bottom as you're climbing in the top.
I was hoping to get another stab in at him.
Yeah, not that. He did have some.
Can I throw a dagger down at him?
Yes, you absolutely can. So you're getting ready to throw a dagger at him.
Yeah.
Vrug, you have been healed. Tarth, you have accepted the surrender of the orc. Standard, you have started to set the troll on fire, and it is always horrible and disgusting to watch trolls burn.
Yes.
It's things you never get used to. Kevin, you have cast sleep, and you watched Grimsby kind of give you the side eye as he staggers by over to the opening. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna run up there and try to throw darts down at the jerk.
Okay. Lots of jerk perforating about to happen.
Yes.
And Mobius, how about Duran?
He's looking at Verg and he's like, you still look horrible, and he starts digging in his backpack for that staff of curing he's got stashed in there.
Alrighty. I would point out there are about 10 terrified looking slaves chained to a low fountain on the left side of the room.
I'm going to go see to them if at all possible, DM.
Okay.
And apologize profusely for, probably giving them even more brown pants.
Okay.
Well, it was a good thing they wore the brown pants.
And where was that other ruckus coming from?
That was right behind you guys. Apparently, there was someone lurking in the shadows back there. You weren't sure.
Is there a passageway out of this room? Because I haven't declared anything.
There are double doors straight in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast into those.
All right, so you're moving and
Hold on a second.
Too late.
Don't we want to check for
I'm about to
traps this
heal
time?
you. Oh, there he goes.
We learned nothing.
You can heal me from behind.
All right.
Black
Trap
Road.
detector, Brug.
Michael asking, do ogres and trolls turn to stone in AD&D when caught in sunlight? Not mine. These are not Tolkienian ogres and trolls. These are these are Paul Andersonian trolls, aka true trolls of the type that regenerate. If you read 3 Hearts and 3 Lions, which I recommend everyone do if you want to know about the true origins of Dungeons and Dragons, like 40% of it is in that book alone. Paul Anderson describes the horrid regenerative trolls, and Gary lifted them with great honor, I think. So let's roll initiative, and I think we are to Kevin.
Okay.
It's a D6 as always.
Good luck, guys.
That troll.
What? I'm rolling an 8.
Come
Wait
on.
up.
I don't know why.
And we still lost.
There we go.
Okay, missile fire goes before movement. It takes less than a segment, so let's see a thrown dagger and thrown darts.
Okay.
Yep.
Nope. Hold on. Let's try this again. Okay. 2 daggers. Sorry about that. 18
That's
and a 4.
okay.
18 would hit somebody.
The 18 hits. The 18 absolutely hits him.
Okay. Total of 1 point of damage because that was a normal dagger.
Oh! Okay, throw some darts, please.
He's got a boo-boo.
Yeah.
2 hits out of that.
Nice.
So
2 darts.
1d3.
2d3 actually.
Yeah, 1d3 each. Yep. All right, so it's 6 points of damage.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay,
Take
so
that, you
Nice.
teabag.
6. And had he been hit before? I don't think anyone. Or no, wait.
He got stabbed in the face.
Stabbed in the
You
face.
did.
That's right. He got stabbed in the face.
And
one of
was
those
he
like lands on top of his head. You see him kind of stagger and then fall over at the bottom of the ladder.
I wish I had a
So-
statue I could drop down there on him.
How'd you get up there? Wasn't easy.
Exactly.
That's our second our second reference to Big Trouble in Little China tonight, and that's a good thing. All right,
great
so
movie?
Orc has surrendered. Slaves have you have unlocked their manacles. They're kept healthy, right? They're not like horrible prison camp victims or anything like that. So they're immediately like lifting you on their shoulders.
Cool.
I'm going to collect my
Rude.
darts.
Okay.
Grimsby's going down to get his to check that guy out and get his daggers back.
Okay. Grimsby's going down. You have thrown a total of 9 darts, I believe, Kevin, or is it 6?
I had 6. Yeah.
6.
I'm
you
not
get-
strong enough to have 9 darts.
Right. Because, folks, when we say darts in AD&D, we're not talking about pub darts. We're not talking about what you go play cricket with. These are plumbata. They're
Yeah.
like that long and weighted on one end. So yeah, you don't carry 30 darts with you. I'm sorry.
Well,
Good old lawn darts.
Jarts.
So, yeah, you get back 3 of those. The others are too broken or jammed in bodies to use.
Okay.
So once I finally catch back up to Brug, here's his healing.
Yeah, I want to make sure I blast that door and all that. I apologize for being like all hasty and stuff, but I know that this potion's going to run out, and I feel like Vrug feels the loss of vitality as it does so. So I don't care what's going on. He's moving as quickly as he can and busts through every barrier in front of him.
Give me an open doors roll, please. I mean, the doors are closed tight.
Figures they are.
They resist you, but that's good because when you bounce back, you feel a tap between your shoulder blades and some other injuries.
It always takes him 2 times to get through a door.
Yeah,
he did 1 and 1 last week.
Oh,
that's
I did.
Also very true. Okay, Grimsby, as you are looking down, and this is also true of Duran. Well, Grimsby, you're climbing down. You noticed this, but you were in haste earlier. There's a shelf just beneath the hatch leading into this room. There's 3 good-sized burlap sacks on that shelf.
Oh, I'll take those. I can carry his stuff with it. Pull those out.
So let's see. You're grabbing those burlap bags, and
they're as heavy as the halfling is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a total of about 90 pounds.
Wow. Wow. As I fall down.
He dies from fall. He dies from fall damage.
So yeah, it's not pull. It's not pull them. They're not like bags. They're like sacks.
Okay. I'll come back and get those later.
Okay. So you have retrieved your dagger. Half orc has surrendered. Prisoners are elated. Vrug, you are pounding on the door. If you are screaming Fezzik, he's getting away. I'll give you an extra 10 XP.
Fezzik!
What an incredible performance, right? I mean, the whole movie is.
Indeed.
All right. So we are effectively out of combat at this point.
Cool.
Behind you guys, you can now see, because you've been moving around, on the left-hand side of the southern wall, there actually is a doorway. There actually is a chamber to the south of you. There's a great clamor from the prisoners, the slaves that you freed. So let's go down. Vrug, you failed to open the door. Are you attempting so again?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Tim, what is Tarth Noserage doing? He has you have the full attention of the half-orc who's looking at you, and he's got his hands raised up.
I'm going to ask her if he knows about any traps behind these doors.
No. How about Sir Standard? You are literally being held aloft.
I'm going.
Huzzah!
I'm going to request that they put me down, because sadly I don't have time, because I will I want to go after Vrug and try and start catching up with him, so at least somebody has his back.
He has not yet rolled to open the doors, but we'll come back to that. Kevin, how about Marius? As I said, there's a door near you on your right as you look south.
I'll listen to it, but I'm not going to try to open it.
All right. You enjoy listening to the doors for a few minutes, but you're afraid it might be the end. Mark, what is great?
Damn it. Oh no.
Anyway,
see, that's how you know it truly is an AD&D game, guys. Cheesy classic rock jokes.
Sometimes DMs are strange.
My brain is squirming like a toad.
See, it's ADHD in me. It's fine.
Okay. Mark, Mobius, you guys got a Doors pun you want to get in there?
Grimsby's down there and he's frisking this guy, taking everything he can off this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Vroog to bust through this thing.
Okay. Let's
They'll
let's
get
go
it on this
ahead.
tray.
Do an open doors. So standard, you're able to get over there as he's letting into the door again.
All right, that'll open.
Okay, you are looking down a long hallway. It looks like it's about 80 feet long. There are torches and cressets. Between the cressets, all the way down on either side, there are niches. There are two that are close to the double doors that you can see. And you can see there's gargoyle statues, like these leering gargoyle statues with their claws out and their beaks forward. But they do appear just to be very worn. They're smoke worn. You barely see their features. They are not actual gargoyles. Grimsby, you are a long distance away. So you are, let's see. You, my friend, are pulling your, let's see. So this fellow has a normal looking cloak, a dagger, nothing out of the ordinary on his person. He's got a just a few silver pieces on him. It's like 10 silver. Other than that, nothing really of interest on him. He's got a dart transfixing his corpus callosum and coming out the bottom of his jaw. But other than that, there's nothing of note about him.
Okay, then I will end up going back up the ladder to the rest of the party.
Alrighty. So you are climbing back up. Maris, you've collected your darts. Vroog, you have opened the door. Tarth, the half orc, is looking at you and is like, well, I told you all I know. What is it you want now?
We're going to pick up his sword. I'm going to take that.
Okay.
And
it's a good sharp iron long sword. Nothing to write home about, but it will absolutely get the job done.
well, it stops him from using it on me.
Indeed.
Does anybody? I don't know. Does anybody have any rope we can tie this guy up with so he doesn't follow us?
One
I
of
feel
the,
like-
I was just going to say, one of the freed slaves calls out, says, "Oh, we can secure him," and holds up the manacles that he was formerly wearing.
Great. Let's secure him.
All right.
I feel like someone should search that cleric because it took a lot to get that cleric down, so the chances of them having magic items would be good.
Yeah.
Okay. Of note, the cleric has a very lightweight flanged mace that seems of particularly excellent balance, and she also has the only thing of note other than a pyramid with an eye in it, which you think probably is the old symbol of Grumsh there, is a bottle of liquid. She has that like in a tunic pocket behind her her breastplate there. You know what we should probably do? You guys have been there a good while. Bum, bum, bum. All right. The doors at the end of this hallway, Vroog, as you are standing there, it opens. You kind of have to blink in the daylight, and you see a number of armored men moving down the hallway towards you.
About how far away are these guys?
You.
Damn.
What's the distance?
The doors fly open and they're the full 80 feet away.
Right. Is it so? Based on my internal tracking, I still have a couple few rounds of the superheroism potion.
Yes, you have 3 more rounds of superheroism.
Okay, I'm full head of steam. I'm rolling those guys. I don't care who they are.
It has been a turn since you charged, so you cannot charge with a capital C, but do you wish to move forward?
Yeah, so yeah, I wish to close the distance. Correct.
Okay. Tim, how about Tarth Nose Rage? You watch with glee as the slaves use probably too many manacles on this guy. Like he's got like 3 sets on his arms and 2 on his legs, and then they're using manacles to connect the arms and legs together. They're not happy with this dude.
Fine. I'm going to follow Varug down the hall.
Okay. So Sir Standard, you have caught up with Vrug as you wish to. This is a 10-foot wide hallway, by the way. You guys can all move down it. Mark Grimsby is now back up in the main chamber. Duran, you're right there when Vrug burst the door open. And that just leaves Marius. What is Marius doing?
When I hear him knock the door open, I'm gonna stop jacking around with this door and go over the other door.
Okay.
The double door.
All right. So you've crossed the room. We'll just say you're all looking down the hall, and the door has burst open, and Vrug is starting to move. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Vrug, you just full head of steam?
Yes, sir. Full move.
Okay. Was it Mark or was it Mobius's turn for initiative? I don't recall.
I think it's me.
It's Grimsby. Yeah, Mark.
All right.
Close.
They have weapons drawn. They are watching. They are looking down the hall at you lot. They're standing there watching, looking down the hall as you guys are approaching. Let's see. So Tarth, Vrug, Standard are moving down the hall. Are Marius, Grimsby, and Duran following up?
Grimsby was going to see if he can get some of the slaves to help him pull these big bags out.
Yes, they will gladly.
Yeah, because Grimsby wants to collect all the stuff together.
Okay. So just real quick, they just have to lie on their stomachs and then pull the bags out. Apparently some of these people were being earmarked for manual labor, so that's not 30-pound bags are not a big deal. There is in each bag, Grimsby, are hundreds of gold. And let me see, what else? And a large emerald that you think must be worth thousands of gold. And that's in each bag. Wow. And there's a sheaf of papers that details where each caravan will leave and where it will go.
It's too bad these bags only contain those papers. What will the party ever do? No.
There's 30 pounds of papers, huh?
Yeah. It's a lot of paper. It's a lot of paper.
They're made of depleted uranium.
What's that sound every time he takes a step?
Yeah. He's gained weight since we've seen him.
Yeah.
Every other coin is uranium. Every other coin is plutonium. I'll leave it to you guys as to what happens next. The gold is shining yellow. Surely this thud. All right. So, all right. You're moving down the 3 of you are moving down the hall. And Marius and Duran are following them, but Grimsby is still in the chamber, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
I just want
I'm gonna keep note. You said that they had plate mail. right?
It's hard to tell from this distance.
No. The guys we just worked on.
Oh yeah, the guys you just worked over.
So I didn't recall whether John had mail or not. So before
He's
I
got
think
chain.
he said that was good enough for him, but I think that was just him being boisterous. So
Okay.
I'll remember it to tell him about this.
Okay.
So
All right. They're watching you come forward, and they're smiling as you guys are moving forward, and they're peering, and one of them yells back in Orcish, I think we have some special buyers. Prepare the special deal for them. Come on. And he's waving at you.
Yeah, my intent is the same. To move into combat range.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't believe.
And menacingly, you know.
All right. Menacingly moving into combat as you go.
I have one cast of sleep from that ring left.
You move up to where they are, and they pull back into the courtyard. You're having to blink to get your eyes adjusted. I will describe what's in that in a minute. I'm going to need, as you guys cross the midpoint of the hallway, I'm going to need Marius and Duran to give me a saving throw versus paralyzation, and your bonus or your dex bonus will apply to this, plus any magic armor bonus.
Nice.
Okay,
Good.
very good.
Nice.
Each of you take 8 points of damage as you follow Vrug, Tarth, and Standard at a little distance behind them. Suddenly, 2 gargoyle statues fall in. You see them tipping in on you and are able to slightly jump out of the way, but you do get bashed by them, and they land on the floor. Okay, so opening the courtyard, they have faded back as you have approached. This courtyard is a large open area. For the most part, it's bare dirt, but tall, rank weeds grow up in the corners. At the north end is a large gatehouse to the outside. This way is blocked by 2 heavy portcullises. There's a wooden door to either side on this gate. Opposite the gatehouse are the doors you guys are coming out. In the courtyard are 2 tables, one near the gate and the other near the temple doors, and an unusual looking push cart. 3 orcs stand near each table, and 4 humans or half orcs are standing around the push cart. The 3 orcs are the ones that you saw at the door, and the humans are turning the push cart, or whatever they are. You guys can now see a little flickering wick of flame in front of the push cart, sitting out like on a brass tube or rod or something.
And what's the size of this courtyard?
This courtyard is give you guys a, and it is open to the sky, I should point out. It is night also. You guys have been down here, so this it is 40 by 50. So let's get some declarations. Vrug, what are you doing?
All right, I guess I'll take a breather and not fully move into the courtyard. You know, I mean, I'm assuming I didn't move fully into the courtyard, right? Like, we made it to the end of that passageway.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll take a breather and I'll tell the other guys, let's see what's going on here.
You have 2 more rounds of superheroism. Tim, what is Tarthano's Rage doing?
So they came in the hall and said, we have some buyers here. I'm going to ask them what it is they're selling.
The humans or half orcs, whatever they are around the cart, laugh and say, "This." And one of them starts to turn a valve.
I'm
And the
going to
other
cast Sleep from the ring.
expands a bellows. All right, so sleep's coming from the ring for Sir Standard. Marius and Marius and Duran, what are you guys doing?
So, did they come behind us or in front of us? Or are they on top of us? I'm trying to figure out where we are relative to the gargoyles.
You guys are in a hallway looking out into an open courtyard where the bad guys are.
So, but the gargoyles were just...
Oh, the gargoyles, they just fell off.
Okay, okay. So it was a trap. Okay. I was thinking they were moving.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were actual gargoyles.
No, not living gargoyles. Sorry.
Okay, so is it outside? Is it to this? Is the courtyard sky open?
You guys are looking outside, and it is open to the sky.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so they're going to eat some lightning balls.
Nice.
Hopefully, let's try and aim at different targets then.
Well,
You hit
I mean,
the guys at the wagon. I hit the other ones.
Okay, yeah, I'll send 2 lightning balls at the guys. There's 2 with the wagon.
No, there are 4 at the wagon.
Do we want to double up then?
Well, I'm pretty sure if I do 2, it's going to do pretty good damage. If I split it into 4, it's 2 to 8. So,
Well, that's why you could kill 2 and I could sleep 2.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And
Let's
we just
2 and 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, in response to that, Jeff, all I can say is I hope you guys like my style. And if you do, thank you. And if you don't, let me know.
Well, I mean, who knows? They could, live, but whatever. Yeah.
All right. Let's roll initiative, and this is probably going to be important. And I think the last person who hasn't rolled is actually Mobius. Give us an initiative roll, please, Mobius.
Nice.
6. That is probably very, very, very good. A 1. That is almost certainly very, very bad for me. Okay. They're working this thing with levers, and you guys, like, they're laughing, but you're hearing like a hissing noise coming from that cart. So tell us about the ball lightning, if you would, please.
Okay, so I'm splitting it into 2 sections. So they're 2 balls. I could direct them at individuals, and they do 5 to 20 each.
Okay.
Let's see. Does it say? Yeah. Save versus magic equals 1/2 damage.
Okay. Roll your balls, if you would, please. Both of them.
Okay.
You've been waiting all week to say that.
I have. By gum, Tim, I have.
There once was a man from El Paso whose balls were made of brass.
Okay, so that's 1. It's 12.
Okay.
And the other is 9. Jesus, that
9.
sucks. 9. Come on.
It's awful on 5 4-sided dice. That's pathetic. Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really sad.
All right. So let me do this. Let's do first guy. This is 12. He doesn't save. Second guy. He doesn't save either. He saves even less. So that is 9 and 12 points of damage. And let's find out what something else here. Did the ball strike them specifically?
Yeah, this isn't shooting stars.
Okay.
Right? That does different.
The ball lightning impacts them. There, I'll say that then.
I aim it at their balls, just in case that doesn't obvious.
Shocking.
When they jangle together, you play stormy weather.
Okay. And they both die. They both crisp and die. Were you dropping sleep on the remainder of them? I forget, Sir Stan.
Oh, yes.
Okay. That is going to be a 2d4, please.
Well, there you go.
Boom, boom. Okay, they both fall down. This thing continues to hiss rather nastily. The other 3, they kind of look back and forth at you lot, and they whoop and yell and begin to throw hand axes. So this one is going at Vroog. Enthusiasm makes up for a lot, but not for aim like that. That one's going at Tarth. They literally throw the axes and they like clang into each other halfway along and just fall to the ground. And the third one,
Neener. Oh,
air axe. That one's a little better. It actually makes it across the courtyard, but just kind of arcs over everyone's head.
So was that a crawl moment? Is that with the axes?
I guess. Okay, so yeah, the axes sail over, and so it's a new round. 2 dead orcs, a couple of sleeping orcs. They're yelling, get up if you can, use it, destroy them, in Orcish.
What are they saying, Brew? I can't understand.
All right. Grimsby,
They're saying you don't want to know.
you hear some yelling in Orcish from down this corridor that the rest of your comrades have apparently gone.
I'm going to organize the slaves, have them pick up daggers or whatever, and say, "Come on," and we'll come down that corridor.
Okay. The slaves are carrying whatever you asked them to.
Yeah.
Robert Phillips says, push cart, finally a vendor in the adventure. The side of it pops open. There's a jolly fat guy in a little turban kind of hat. Hello, my friends. I have potions. Not likely. Okay. So the cart operators are down. These guys are behind tables, hurling axes at you guys. What is Vroog doing, Dooms?
All right, so the hissing sound was coming from under a thing on the cart. Is that what I gathered?
Coming from the cart.
Rumbling and hissing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There was a little bit of a crosstalk.
The cart is kind of rumbling and hissing, just in the overall. Sounds a bit like a cauldron with a lid that's been set on it. Like there's something bubbling inside.
Yeah. I'm getting out of there and going towards the closest guy that I can reach. I mean, assuming nobody's in combat range.
Right on. Yeah, no one's in immediate melee range. They're all behind the table that is on the side of the courtyard closest to the gates. Tim, how about Tarth Nose Rage?
I'm heading towards the closest person I can slice and dice with my sword.
Alrighty. Sir Standard, how about it?
I'm going to call for Vroog or Tarth or someone to help me with that cart, and I would like to turn the cart on the other orcs.
Okay.
The ones hiding behind the table. I'd like to try and operate it.
They're headed over there. You can certainly call out for them. Marius and Duran, you are also there. What do you guys wish to do?
I'm going to throw darts at these idiots before they get in combat.
Yeah,
Melee.
I'm gonna go after one of the others.
Okay. So Duran is moving up to melee. Vroog and Tarth are also moving up to melee. You guys will get there at the end of this round. They see you coming and prepare their weapons. So you guys close the distance. They see you coming. Their eyes grow wide with fear. Sir Standard, by yourself, you cannot push the cart, but going over there, you see there's like a bellows pump. There's a round brass box of some kind with a glass face to it. There is a like a thin, slender pointer of some kind that is quivering ever so slightly, and it's pointing up. On the left, there's a crudely drawn on the white material behind there. There's a crudely drawn blotch that looks like a skull and crossbones, and on the right there's a crudely drawn blotch in the shape of flame. And it's pointing up and quivering, and there's a couple more levers, but you're not exactly sure how this mechanism might work. But it
Can I treat this like a device from Gamma World?
From Gamma World, let me see.
Well, I'm just saying it's a 2d10 roll. If I roll a 6 or better, on one, and if I roll a 5 or better on the other, it's fine. You get a -1 because I have a a 15 plus in intelligence. So I was just running Expedition to the Barrier Peaks the other day, so I just happen to have that memorized.
You know what? Let's see.
I mean, they're D10s. It's a fair shot. That was the table for simple lethal device, I believe.
I tell you what, give me a D10 roll.
Sure.
We're looking for low numbers.
Of course. Do I get any kind of -1 or something for my high int? That's a 2.
Well, I mean, you rolled a 2. Okay, so you're getting it at this. This projects flame somehow. So you've got that. So you're monkeying with it. And I'm going to roll for those orcs in the meantime. So that's what you're doing. Yeah, so they're going to be meleeing. So this is against Rug.
They attacked before we're able to use our missile weapons.
Yeah, on that initiative, yeah.
All right. Just one.
So that's a pile of misses from them on the cleric and the 2 fighters. Now missile fire, and that will be the last attacks. Yes, first edition AD&D, in fact, Ultra American. Michael Mertig, was that with or without Jeff Tate? Roll your dart attacks, please.
Do I have a chance of hitting my own party or not?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna hold. Once they engage, I'm gonna hold off.
That's fine. I thought you, but
too risky. Yeah,
we appreciate that.
Yeah,
they and the backs of their heads appreciate that. That's very cool, Michael. I caught the Operation Live Crime tour back in '92. Just absolutely amazing. Dooms, did you see that in Orlando? Were you there?
I did.
Yeah. Self-Unalive Tendencies was their opening band, which was a little odd for Queensryche, but whatever. I can't say
it also happened to be one of my favorite. I mean, that was one of my 2. It was both of my favorite bands at the same time. So it was
nice.
Yeah. I'm a huge ST fan.
ST is phenomenal live, guys. Trust me. If you can see the original ST lineup, if Robert Trujillo decides to go tour with ST away from Metallica,
so sad.
Okay, new round. You guys can now melee them. Sir Standard, do you want to give me another D10 roll to
Sure.
figure this thing out?
Let's see what I can do. No, I don't want. There we go. This is without any penalties. Okay, that's a 1.
You absolutely know that bellows causes pressure in the liquid in the barrel to rise. So you got that figured. You're like, okay, all right. Okay, so let's roll initiative, and we are back to Doom's roll initiative, please.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I have 1 remaining round of the superheroism. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
All right. Well,
you melee. It is but a single attack round.
Yes.
The party will go first. Make your attack if you would, Rube.
You get 2.
That would be 13 and my Thakos, AC 0.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Six points of damage.
Yeah, he screams in pain, but he's still up. Let's see. Tim, Parthenos Rage.
He gets 2.
No, this is a new melee.
Okay.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9. Let me check the armor class. These guys are kind of low armor class, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that will not. He dances back. Duran.
Taking a strike at the one in front of me.
That absolutely hits. Operation Live Crime was what the Mind Crime Tour was titled.
3 points.
3 points. Okay, yeah, you clock him real good. And I don't think, oh, I'm sorry. What is Marius doing? Is he just hanging out, or?
Well, I'm gonna since I'm useless, I'm gonna run over and help with the cart if I can.
Okay. All right.
I have a strength of 17 if that helps move it.
I have a strength of 5.
Well, no. If anything, I can point to you and be like, "Pull that lever," while I like pick it up and move it like a wheelbarrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This thing it's so heavy, almost like there's a vast amount of liquid in this barrel that is attached to it. So you guys are monkeying that. Mark, what is Grimsby doing in this round?
He'll hopefully is in the courtyard by now with his slaves carrying stuff.
Yes, they're looking around. They're blinking in the bright moonlight.
I tell them to wait here, and Grimsby will start making his way towards where the combat is.
Okay.
And hoping to get around behind if possible.
Okay. Then in the next round, I'm guessing melees. Marius, you're over helping futz around with a cart. And Standard, you're still futzing with a cart. Let's roll initiative. And Tim, it is your turn for initiative, please.
Come on, Tim.
No pressure or anything, though. And I got a 1. Party goes first. Sir Standard, give me a D6 roll, please. D10. I'm sorry, D10.
Oh, D10. Okay.
Good on you for suggesting the gamble roll.
Nope.
Yeah, you're like, okay, so if I turn this and like just a jet of steam escapes this thing, and it starts to shake rather precipitously, but then it stops rumbling. Let's see. So melee attacks. Rug. I can't hear you if you're talking, Dooms. You're muted.
Nah, I clicked the wrong addition. So it is total of 20, AC -3.
Yes, you hit him. You decapitate him. He did not have many hit points left, and even with casual strength, I think even flat of the sword, you would have killed him. Tim, do something terrible to this guy. So do something terrible, not something terribly. All right.
The dice giveth, the dice taketh away.
The dice giveth, and the dice taketh away. Absolutely. All right, Duran.
Let's try to smack this other one again.
That's a hit.
Oh,
The first one hit you.
I don't know what that 5's coming from.
Fought a bunch of half-orcs and the cleric there. Run.
5 points.
Run. And you had struck him before, so that is light out. He falls over dead, and the last
Splits
one.
his melon.
Yep, splits his melon. The last one. He says, "Bugger this for a game of soldiers," and turns to flee. You may take a swing at him if you want, Tim. You are striking at +4. Actually, everyone can, but he's in front of Tim, so Tim gets first right of refusal.
Come on, Tim. You don't do it, I'm going to take him out.
Your roll to hit first.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
That's
It's
inexcusable.
about time.
Yeah, all right. So,
There you go.
to quote the man, you split his wig. So roll your damage, please. Yea, verily has his wig been split. He doesn't take half a step before he is half an orc, lying bleeding on the ground.
He's not half the orc he used to be.
He is not. You have turned this orc into 2 half orcs.
Is he fading
All
into
right.
Bolivia?
All right, so they are all dead on the floor or on the ground of the courtyard. By the way, I said sun was pouring in. It was moonlight pouring in. I forgot. You guys came in at night. So, Sir Standard.
It's all quiet now.
For the moment, it is.
We done killed everything.
You done killed everything, and nothing for the moment has come looking for you. So, in this courtyard, Sir Standard, are you going to continue to screw around with this thing? Now, I got to pull my Gamma World manual up to see where that 10 on attempt number 3 landed you. I will tell you that it didn't blow up, so it wasn't like, ha, you die in a fireball.
Well, okay, so I now know you're not considering it a simple device. You're considering it like, not on par with like a laser pistol or something. So then if it's an advanced device,
it's not like a black ray gun or power armor or something like that.
Yeah. Well, no, what I mean is like there are two categories, right? So like one requires 3 successes, one requires 2.
Well,
right?
there's 3, and in Gamma World it's 4, 5, and 6.
Oh,
sorry.
in Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, it's like 2 and then 3.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
little
modified version.
I have the book sitting right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little more complex in Gamma World. So let's see. So you rolled a 10 on number 3. Gonna take you some.
No,
some...
hell, I'll just abandon it. But yeah, I'll just abandon it. To hell with it.
Vaughn, to answer your question, we're using artifact, and this is not artifact identification. This is, in fact, technical use, because it is a handy system for anything that's more complicated than a sword, which has no moving parts. So, to move on, and it was suggested by one of our players, and it makes perfect sense to use.
And it's faster than Committee by Gnome.
It truly is. It truly is. All right. So in this courtyard, as I said, you've got the portcullis in front of you. Double portcullis, looks like it's about 25 feet deep, and you have a door on the left of it, a door on the right of it, and on the southern half of the eastern wall, there is also a door.
So before we do any of that, we need to examine and look for anything any of the dead people were carrying of value.
Alrighty. So Tarth is searching the bodies. Anybody else? So Tarth is searching the bodies. Mob, what is Duran doing?
I'm looking around for a lever that would control those portcullises or anything.
Okay, so you're looking for a windlass, or a ratchet or something like that. That's ratchet.
I can give him a hand.
Alrighty. I am just looking here at what the orcs might have on them.
I let the group know that we found their shipping logs, if you will. I can't think of a better term for it right now.
Okay.
Their bookkeeping. And also, Vrug, your man John is still down in the sewers with the 2 slaves.
I need to be healed. Where's the damn priest?
I think we've used all the healing on you there, bud. Like all.
Yeah. Well, all right then. Let's just fight it out to the death, pal.
I mean, all of his daily spells, I think, were gone like last session, and then I think he used the staff on you, right? So like that's it.
I did. Yeah, you're done.
That's it.
Man, come on.
One of the freed slaves who had come out here with Grimsby says, "Yes, good Sir Grimsby had us remove many bags of treasure.
Wait a sec, I got a scroll.
Shh.
Hundreds of coins, gemstones the size of their
Ixnay on the treasure way. Ixnay on the treasure.
I don't understand.
Damn, he doesn't know thieves can't.
In fact, if he does, he's really mad right now.
So I pull a scroll out of my backpack, out of a scroll tube, and give
Okay.
Brug a cure light.
And
Alright.
I don't remember the staff. I remember the intention to use the staff on me.
No, I
When
hit
you
you at my
beat him
door.
on the
You didn't write
Yeah,
it
when
down.
you
It
were
was
beating on the door, you got touched with the staff. So that's 6 more hit points back to you.
Right on. Thank you.
The other than stout, serviceable weapons and armor, the orcs and the half orcs don't really have anything on them of value. So you have, as I said, the 2 doors, and then you've got the door on the southeast wall.
Which one, boys?
I think we should go back.
I'm
and
up
get,
if you are.
Yeah, we
we
should
should
Get
go back and
John.
Get John.
we should
And
get
then-
John.
He ain't even mine.
Go get.
He works for you.
The elf told me last time he don't belong. He's just doing stuff. Whatever.
Well, someone
Go.
needs-
Tell him
No,
come get them slaves or something, so I ain't got to fool with them.
Nice try, Vrug. He's your fighter buddy. He's your responsibility. You wanted a pet. You wanted a puppy. You have to feed it. You have to walk it. You have to clean up after it.
Man, I asked if he wanted any treasure, and you say he was doing this just because he wanted to.
Correct, and he is.
So if he's just doing it because he wants it to, then that kind of makes him his own guy, right?
No, he's sworn to fight with us. He's just not getting any treasure.
I'll never understand an elf brain
It's not an elf brain.
unless I eat it. Maybe if I eat it.
He's human. Don't look at me. He's human. Y'all don't make sense. All y'all.
Yeah, but you're talking for him. Huh? That's all I know.
So go back and get him while we try and get the gate open.
All right, I'll go get that guy. What about
Well-
them slaves he's with? They ain't coming.
Why not send Grimsby? He's the fastest.
There you go.
Okay. Duran, give me that rope. I'll need the rope so we can get across the pit.
All right.
Make sure you don't keep it.
Oh, yeah.
Keep what?
Don't lose it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, he threw it in the water right along with his hand crossbows.
Yeah.
Marius is gonna drink one of his healing potions so it doesn't fall over.
That is going to be 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. I'll ask Vrug if he wants the other one I have.
No, I appreciate it. I'm good.
8. Okay.
All right.
That's
Nice.
exactly how many wounds I took, so perfect.
You feel good, and that canker sore you got when you bit your lip with it, having the pork and the rice the other day. That's fixed up.
Awesome.
Yeah, Yancey bit his lip. See, that's what actually happened.
No. Anyway. So thank God I got a few supers. So let's see. All right, so that's where we will leave it this week. Grimsby is headed back to fetch John, and the rest of you guys are in the courtyard. We will pick it up then. I want to thank my fantastic group of players. Everybody, give them a round of applause, even if I can't hear it. Maybe you can do a little applause emoji or something in the chat, because they're awesome. Thank you to Doomsword. Thank you to Tim. Thank you, Thane, Kevin, Mark, and Mobius. You guys are really awesome. Guys, we do this every week on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're here gaming, playing AD&D. Like you saw, I was answering questions tonight. And that's how we roll. No pun intended. So tune in next week. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. I suppose YouTube will tell you.
Ring the bell.
But again, I do appreciate it from all of my players, from all of you folks out there in the audience who hung out tonight. Big special thanks, of course, to Wenger, Vaughn, and the Ultra American TTRPGer for the supers. I really appreciate it. It actually helps keep the lights on around here. No joke. I'm going to dip on out of here. But for the rest of you guys, whether you're a player, whether you're just hanging out, you need to keep your eyes peeled for the dreaded owl bears. Good night. Peace. I'll see you around.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me